Let me just shut AC/DC up. They were on our way to work. Can't believe that it was basically yesterday that we left the house to come back up to Auckland. Not quite yesterday, I suppose, because it's just gone midnight. So not yesterday, but the day before we rode back. We worked a shift last night, and we're going to work another shift tonight. Start work at 0100, 1 AM. Should be finished by, hopefully, be stepping off the loco in the morning at 9 o'clock, 0900. Book off about 0930 or something. And we're going to head straight onto the road and head south. Homeward bound again. This is a crisp, clear spring night. Even in the middle of the night get roadworks. What's that thing about making omelettes without breaking eggs? If we want decent roads, we've got to put up with it. Of course, a lot of this work was delayed because of the lockdown at the beginning of the year, and then the second one that we've just had. Although they did, I think they kept working during the second lockdown. It was only level 3. Only level 3. We were just locked inside Auckland. But I guess these things have to be done. Enough of that. Well, hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go. Of course, I'm not allowed to mention my employer on any social media platforms. So, where's my loco? It won't be that one. It's on the dropping road. Oh no, it's not. It might be that one. Everything's full at the moment. Top box panels full of all sorts of crap to take down to the house. Whew. Well, a day's night's work been done. Loco's gone up for servicing, and now we start the commute home. One hell of a commute, this one. 420 odd. No, that's just the Hastings. Probably 470 kilometres from here. We zeroed the trip meter when we left home. When was that? Day before yesterday. And we've been to work and back once, and then come back to work, and we're oh, you big blue bus. We're now showing 575.8 kilometres. And we've still got 4 semi-finalists riding with us on the wheels. Hang on tight, you guys. Hopefully the screen's a bit cleaner than it was coming back up the other day. And let's make our way over to the motorway and get out of this town. And then I think I'll turn the video off, because I don't want to have to dig through the panniers to find the other batteries today. I just want to get home, see my dogs, see my wife. Not necessarily in that order, but it will be in that order, because she'll still be at work when I get there. Maybe have a nanny nap before she comes home. Yeah, good old Auckland traffic. Yeah, gotta love it. Seems like we were here just a very short time ago. A couple of 3 or 4 days ago, in fact. a nice little petrol station minus the Auckland fuel tax. So this is what you call tax avoidance. I was riding along before and I saw the trip meter click over 666, but of course I didn't have the camera going, so I didn't catch the devil's number. He passed me by. He was sitting on my shoulder going, "Go faster, go faster, go faster." Cheeky little devil. Welcome to T-Rail. There's a local artisan, craftsman, artist who's made quite a business out of creating things from corrugated iron, roofing iron basically, and it all started here in T-Rail. The local church has got a shepherd information centre, and the local library I think is those two, dog and a sheep, all made from corrugated iron. Alright, it's T-Rail. Oh, the chap on the Harley, is it? It was fair flying along back there, but seems to have slowed right down now. Perhaps he's a local, knows where the cops hang out. And we're coming into the next town anyway, so... She's an old girl, sounds nice. Putaruru. The home of the Ruru, which the English settlers called the Moorpork, because it sounds like it's saying Moorpork, Moorpork at night. But it's not, it's saying woohoo, woohoo. Well, can't be bothered doing that. Yellow line, no passing. Guess he didn't want the japper behind him. Oh, there goes one of my colleagues, hauling empty log wagons back to Kinleith. I thought they took logs to Kinleith. See, they take logs out too. They must take them over to Port of Tauranga, outside of my area here. Well, nice new loco on one side, good old Harley on the other. Welcome to Tokoroa. Tokoroa in the heart of the North Island. Yeah. In the heart of the forestry region of the North Island, perhaps we can say that, because it is awesome. Right? Be quiet, play music. Oh good, thank you for cancelling. Anyway, bloody centre, Timbertown, there you go. That's what there, and I think they also try to cash in a little bit on the Lord of the Rings thing with the talking trees and all that. Yeah, why not? No point now, ain't no tourists. Well, there are us locals, I suppose. We're being encouraged to get out and see the country. Government's talking about making an extra public holiday. Of course, it is election year as well, and they've already delayed the election by a month or so because of the second lockdown. Here's a billboard: New Conservatives scrap bad gun laws. I think that's referring to the changes that the government made after that Christchurch shooting. Outlawed semi-automatic, I think, rifles. I don't own guns anyway. I'm not anti-gun. I think they're amazing machines. Love firing guns, but I don't own any. So the New Conservatives are saying that they should scrap those gun laws that were brought into place after that fucking madman shot all those people down in Christchurch. I've also seen the New Conservatives say that anybody serving a prison sentence shouldn't be allowed to vote. And I think they're anti-abortion too. So, yeah. Talk about take away people's rights with one hand and give them more guns with the other. Battery and SD card space. Oh, have we got something? There we are, the Waipunga Gorge, my favourite bit on the Napier Taupo Highway. Bit of a challenging road when you're in the wet or behind a truck and you want to get past them, but you just take your time. Sure is a nice day for a ride. Guess you just gotta pick them off one at a time. You're going to go for it, little car. You're spoiling it for me, I tell you. Power of the mighty FJR. Woohoo! This is where I came to the stop with the dogs and the van and the queue of traffic. And they finally started letting us go past the trucks. All the trucks got held up. And I know I shouldn't have, but I held my phone and took a video of what the obstruction was up here. And that's where it was, right on this bend here. That battery must be flat by now, but if it's not, Welcome to the Hawke's Bay. There it is. Here we are in the Hawke's Bay. And the sun is reflecting off that bloody speedo. But I know we need fuel. So we shall stop here. Well, maybe I can see what I'm doing. Alright. What did we say? 968 kilometres since we left home a couple of days ago. And right now it's 20 degrees, so it's certainly warmed up. And I'm a bit knackered. Working all night and then riding down makes Mrs. V very grumpy when I do that. You shouldn't do that, she reckons. Okay, we made it this far. See how we get on. Oh, wow. Got the camera going. And we've just turned off the main road. We're going to start heading over towards the country road that'll take us out to the house. And looking at the speedo, the trip meter, we just clocked up 990 kilometres. So we've got 10k to go to reach 1,000 since we left a couple of mornings ago. Was it? I can't remember, the shift work makes it all confusing. Let me think about it. I left Monday morning, that's right. Came down on the Guzzy on Saturday, I think it was, at work Friday night. Came down Saturday, that's right. Sunday morning, I was supposed to move the load of firewood that day, but Sunday morning, Mrs. V and I moved that load of firewood out, got it into our shed, beauty beauty, happiness through hard labour. There's a dinky little tractor. That's going between the rows, I guess. Anyway. So we came down on Saturday. Sunday morning we did that. Sunday afternoon we socialised with the grandkiddies because it was Father's Day here. And it's a little bit windy here today as well. Beautiful day, but getting a few gusts of wind. So then I rode back to Auckland with the 4 contenders on the wheels of this bike on Monday. Got up to Auckland around about 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. Got about 5 hours sleep. Went to work at 1 o'clock. Came home, did a few jobbies and errands, went to bed, got another 5 hours sleepish, edited a video, it's going up soon, it'll already be up, because by the time I get this done, it'll probably be next year. So then I worked last night from 1 o'clock till 9 o'clock in the morning, and you've been with me for the ride back ever since, and the weather's just gotten better as we've come further south. Now that we're in the Hawke's Bay, the eastern side of the country tends to get the hotter weather because the prevailing winds come from the west, so all the storm, all the moisture off the ocean hits the west coast of New Zealand, climbs up the mountains and dumps it all over that side, generally speaking. So by the time the weather gets over to here, it's beautiful like this. And where are we at? 996 kilometers. Another 96.6. Another 3.4, 3.3 kilometers. And we'll clock over 1,000. I made Mrs. V watch one of my videos the other day, and she said to me, "Your voice sounds funny." And I said, "Funny you should say that. Kiwi Badger made a comment saying, 'Are you wearing a tight helmet? Your voice sounds funny.'" And I guess this helmet is still a little bit touchy on the cheeks. 998.8. 0.9. 999 kilometers. Come on, son, don't do it to me. 0.1. That's kind of fitting. We'll hit the 1,000 mark around about when we start going behind to Marta Peak and out into the country. 999.4. I suppose it'll just go back to 0 because there's not an extra digit there. Well, that's cool. That big olive grove up there on that hill. Doesn't that look pretty? And a lot of the trees are coming into blossom now because it's springtime. Yay! The garden, the house is just looking stunning. I'll have to do a spring video about the garden. Yep, I'll have to do that. Oh, 1,000 kilometers! There it is! It wasn't dead! Hey! I hope I got that on the camera! Hey! It was 1,000 kilometers! With the 4 contenders for the thing. What are we doing? Giving something away. Oh, that's right, a dead cat. 1,000 kilometers. So that extra digit pops up when it gets there. Interesting. Gosh, I nearly missed it. So the camera stopped working. I've come to a stop right here. Put the phone out. Turn the bike off. And the dogs are saying hello. Here we are. We're home. We're around the wrong way. So we'll stop this. So, the idea now is to find the one on each wheel that's at the top or closest to top. Will go into the, the final. But before we do that, what's the time now? Time now is about 2:40. We've done 1,029.2 kilometres since we left pretty much this spot, a little bit further back, a couple of days ago. Let's go say hello to the dogs. They're in here. You happy, girls? No? Hey, Sasha. Hey, Sasha. Sasha. Come on. Yeah, my girl. Oh, you're my girl. Might look like a big ugly top box. At the moment, it's actually a chili bin. Or a, what are you? I suppose it's different names in different countries. I think they call them eskies in Australia. I've got some frozen raw tripe for the dogs in here. And covered with clothing and all blankets and stuff to try and keep it. And those what do you call them? Block things, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself sorted out and then we'll look and see which numbers go in the draw for the final prize. Yeah. Shouldn't be looking at that, should be looking at that. So then we'll see which numbers. Why is it out of focus? What's going on? Anyway, here we go. Well, after working all night and riding all day, we've made it home. I've been and had a shower, done a few chores, but one thing I haven't done is move the bike at all. So now we're going to figure out who gets into the final. And looking at the front wheel here, it's fairly obvious which one's up towards the top. Can you see that? There's one down there, there's one up here, and this one up here is, as they say, unlucky for some, lucky for others. Number 13. Number 13 is one of them. The back wheel, however, is a different kettle of fish, because it's 3 spokes like so, and one there, and they've ended up sitting about there. So, looking from back here, it's the one on the left that is the furthest up, closest to the top, and that's the one that gets to go into the final, and that's number, can you see that? 41. Number 13 and number 41 are into the final for this worthless coffee mug or dead cat. So how are we going to do that? Haven't quite decided yet how we're going to do that. Have to think on it. Another ride on a bike perhaps. You know, I'm well famous in my own lunchbox for making a short story long, and this has made this giveaway a long as, but it's all good. My channel, my rules. What a dickhead. Okay, so we continue. Will it be on there? Will it be, I should adjust your eyesight, on that beautiful girl? Or that, maybe. Hey, there's an idea. Or maybe that. Around the garden on that. One of the push bikes. We'll have to think about that one. And come up with something. Yeah. The farmer came with his dogs, so I put my dogs in there so they didn't create a hassle. That beautiful hill up there. Oh, I love this place. Okay, dogs. Okay, noisy girls, come on. Good girls. What? Something interesting in that bag, Sasha. Dog treats.